Hello, my name is Radu and this is the Luigi Paper Jam Bros speedrunning guide for the Nintendo 3DS. So I'll start with some recommendations. This route may be updated in the future. This video was done on the 12th of August 2024. So I recommend giving if you have any doubts about the veracity of some of the statements, I recommend to compare it to the world record video. Then I will link a playlist containing videos for most of the glitches in this game, and I'll link to the Luigi speedrun Discord if you have any questions. This will be a guide for only the any percent with install battle glitch route. It will not be a guide for the no install battle glitch route, neither the glitches route. Finally, I'm playing on English. I'm playing in English. The language does not affect the speed of the run at all. However, if you're playing on the digital release of the game, is faster than playing on cartridge. And playing on a new 3DS is faster than playing on an old 3DS. However, I think those differences in loading times are quite small, so unless you are going for the world record, it's not really worth bothering too much with that. So now I will start the run. Timing starts where we are pressing A here to start a new game. And then you start holding R. The beginning of the run has a lot of mashing, so I recommend to put yourself in a comfortable position. If you do not have a capture card like me to record the 3DS and you're just pointing your smartphone or camera at your screen, do not worry, the narrators accept quite a bad camera quality, so as long as the 3DS does not go off screen, you should be fine. Here you want to spam B. And here do not go too far to the left. You can fall off the ledge after a cutscene, and then you will hold up left and spam B. And back into cutscenes.
Okay. Wow. Mamma mia.
This run can will be an excellent time of this run will be a bit closer to 15 minutes, but for a new run, as getting a time of 1 hour and 10 minutes, closer to 1 hour, is very nice, and getting a sub 1 hour is also a very good early to mid experience goal, if that makes any sense. There is technically time to save by mashing perfectly, but it's not really worth it, and mashing with your thumb on the 3DS button can be quite uncomfortable, so I don't recommend it. Here you want to hold you want to talk to either of the princesses and spam A and Y, for example. You can technically mash all the buttons, have a small chance to just say no, but it isn't that much of a deal. A and Y look, are the confirmed buttons in the game, they work the same in dialogues. The beginning of the game, especially the first split, can be quite reset heavy, but it gets better quite quickly afterwards. One thing that I have to say, if you are interested if you are the type to want to pursue the games at their top level, is that to get an excellent time to compete for the world record, the very end of the run is full RNG. So beware of that. If that's something you are completely against, you hate in your games, then I cannot fully recommend this game. Now we're at the first important game part of the game, the Toad Rescue mini game. You want to start by holding upright and going well around the pillar. You don't want to rub it too much. And here we want to hold down right. Do not take the fastest angle toward this pillar. You do not want to go like this, and you do not want to go to this block either. So you're taking this path, and then here you're holding down right. And interacting with the toad from here, it's way faster. The exclamation points appears way more quickly. Then here on the block, be careful, do not try to play A and B too early. Like you see, you can go be too soon there and your input will be denied. Then you hold left and slightly up. You want to line up with this pattern to hit the block here. And here is the first energy part of the run. So you can see here we have one of the last paper toads. And when we interact with it, we will trigger a cutscene which will make Mario, Luigi and the toads move by themselves, and the closer they move to this pillar, the faster it will be. Like here, they went very much to the left of the pillar, they can go up to here, and there's also some variance in height. Shouldn't bother too much with it, but it is a thing that you should know. And then you'll go interact with Paper Peach for the last one. And here you don't want to hold down, you want to press X and then A. X will go to right to down, not XA. And then you're good to go back to mashing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Here you can stop holding R for a bit, and we will go to this pillar, here, this one. And here is where we'll do the first glitch of the run, to exit the castle early. So first we can go over this toad if you want. His dialogue is quite long, so you don't want to touch him. And you will perform a setup to clip Mario and Luigi into the wall. And reach this loading zone way before the game intends you to. So now, how do we perform this clip? So what you must know is that there are a lot of setups generally in this game for every out of clip to go out of bounds, and it's fine to spend bit more time on a clip, even if you have a hard time with it, because you really want to develop a certain feeling on top in case your setup does not work perfectly. So first, most of the time when we start a clip, we'll want to tap the buttons to clip Luigi into Mario. So the way Mario and Luigi overlap is the thing that we want to memorize. So here they both face the same direction, so I know it's good. However, here I know that this will not work just by having done this clip a lot of time, and I know that having Luigi face that way means that when I will tap up afterwards, he will go away from the wall. You can see here there's a small gap, which I do not have, for example this time, where he falls right behind Mario. A good way to know that you're likely to be in a good setup is to hold right and then press A and B at the same time, and then move your stick wire in the air this way, and then you can tap right 3 times, up 2 times. You really want to type for a short amount of time, even if sometimes you like this you tap too little, it's fine. You're losing barely any time compared to having to redo the entire setup. Then you tap right twice, up until here 3 times, I tap too little, up until Luigi moves like this, down twice, and here you can just hold right and they will both go into the wall. There are multiple setups that you can take. As you can see, those collisions aren't perfect, they're far from perfect. And depending on your knowledge of the game or how so simply the RNG treats you, you may find multiple setups who allow you to clip. Here I clipped out. Even for one of the fastest ones is to press up twice and then just hold right until Luigi gets into this position, and you can just hold down right and they will go into the wall. There are multiple videos on this subject that you can find on YouTube. Multiple setups. I recommend that you practice this one a lot. You can watch the world record too. And afterwards, you want to take this path through the wall. And here you want to avoid this cutscene, getting too close to it, because they will try to push you back inbound. So you want to go around it and touch the loading zone. And here you are perform castle clip. Usually you are splitting for the first time when you're exiting the castle. Here when you get out of the castle, you want to start spamming start to get into the menu, get here into the settings and enable easy mode. Why is that? Well, because it's slightly faster. It will cause us some small problems later in the run, but in the end it causes us a slight time save. And then we'll have another small cutscene. Here we'll interact with Lucky Tube. You can still trigger the cutscene by going past him, but it will be slower. And now hold right and go into the first combat of the game.
Wow. Here we go.
You will always start with Mario. Here you can see that I got lucky and I crumpled the enemy, technically winning some time, but that's quite a marginal time save. And do know that I usually do not go this slow. Technically optimally you want to do a great hit, just before excellent, because that saves a bit of time. But you shouldn't worry too much with it. Like this. He doesn't do a small dance to celebrate at the end. Here, finish off this enemy. And then kill the last one. Like this, with a great hit. Hold R in advance. And then after you press A, you want to release R. Because if you just hold it, it will not start directly, it will forget the input during the next cutscene. So you want to release and then press it back to start fast forwarding as fast as possible.
Okay.
And here the second tutorial combat. You can jump too early, but of course if you try to save too much time you will end up losing it by getting hit. We still get talking about the easy mode, the assist mode, even though we already enabled it. And now we're getting to the second clip in the game. So here we want to line up here up until Mario starts to glitch a bit into the wall. Get here the button with the leaves. And you'll want to clip here afterwards. So this clip is very well known to be not very hard, but to surprisingly annoying to get on the very first try. The Luigi can often have trouble clipping. You want to position Luigi right behind Mario. You do not want to get him inside Mario this time, just behind. Tap down twice, right twice, then hold down, hold right, and I messed up. So here I tapped right, I tapped right twice and then down and then left instead of holding. So technically holding against the wall like this can be faster, but it also can be more tricky. Those clips can be at the beginning about learning the inputs by heart, but with time we'll happen to recognize in which position Mario and Luigi look like they will clip, and you will know how far you might get, how much you must move. Then here we'll want to go look on the button screen around this R area, then go here and spam A and B to make get out of the wall. It may get a bit annoying, but it should be fine. Then go on the river here. And touch this block to get the Bare Boot DX, which is pretty an item that you're supposed to get way later into the game. But here, as you can see, we're kinda stuck. can go here, but if you and don't fall, but we're getting back to the previous area. So what we're going to do is we're going to clip here. So now I do explain a bit more. You want to line up into the corner here of the stone where Mario walks in place, which is a bit like here, for example, he will slide, so you really want him to be stuck. Then put Luigi right behind, tap right 3 times, up once, then you want to hold right until Luigi starts moving. Here my up tap was too small. Hold right, Luigi started moving. You can technically hold a bit upright to make Mario go faster along the wall. Then you hold down until you're getting back in front of the spot of the clip, and hold right to clip them both out of bounds. Here I messed it a bit up by trying to go a bit fast. But yeah, you clip here out of bounds. And then you want to lighten up here if you are getting out of the... You here want to go to this loading zone, but going through those rocks can be quite tricky. The collisions isn't as forgiving to let us go back in bounds. So you want to line up here and then spam down, and B jump and go hold down, and you should touch the loading zone. So down and spam and B. Here prepare, here you can press, you want to hold, there you will have a cutscene and you want to start by holding R. Of course here you risk to go on the hammer and forget about it, so if you're pressing L and R at the same time, you will switch quickly between both and stay on R.
Oh yeah!
And now we'll go into the Lucky Tree house. So in the most recent route, we will here do a mission which will allow us to pick the dash socks, which allow Mario, Luigi and Paper Mario to run, which can be of gain time. However, this minigame is quite long, so if in the future the route changes gets faster, it might the time loss from doing the minigame might get bigger than the time saved from running instead of walking, so you may not have to do it. So I will show what happened, what to do in that case. We'll interact with Lucky Tree, go into this menu, and you will hold here an angle, you hold down down left, a bit more down, and wiggle a bit, and press B, continue to wiggle. And here you will, Paper Mario will come from out of bounds into your party, and you can just leave and continue the game with him. But in this route we will actually not go back and just start the Paper Toad rescue mission. Now to start the mission we will spam start, go into the gear and equip the DX boots on Mario. And as you can see, their side effect is of increasing your striking power if you have no extras equipped. So after equipping them, we'll go onto the extras, so our pants, and we'll remove Mario's pants and get out of the inventory afterwards. And then here we have the first battle, and you want to get the first strike in the battle with Mario. Voila. And here we got unlucky. So as you can see, with the endgame boots and no pants, Mario one-shots that enemy. And if you are lucky, you will get there are 2 times of encounters here, an encounter with 4 Goombas, which you can all one-shot, and an encounter with 2 Goombas and some paper Paracupas, which is way slower because you have to finish off the Koopa. Which is quite slower. So this is the first big RNG part of the run, because you have to do 2 fights, and you want to technically to get the fastest way out of both of them. Then you will want to go past this point where Paper Mario is to trigger the cutscene. Press Y and interact with this Toad. Here you just want to hold left. This enemy will never touch you. And now you want to go up as fast as possible. There's a small cycle to catch here to touch the Toad here. However, if the enemies are a bit hard to dodge, you can I recommend going to the I recommend tapping this block instead. And if not, you can start spamming randomly between them up until trying to catch the Toad. It should be quite easy. And here you dodge this trooper by going close to the wall. And now we have the second battle.
Go time.
And I got unlucky again. And now we are getting our only level ups of the entire run, so we will not get any other level afterwards. And now we will be going down here and interact with those Toads to get our dash socks. Now the dash socks tutorial. It is very easy to lose time. I mean, not exactly on this part, even though I have seen mistakes. Here you can press A quite early to plunge and catch the Toad. Do not hesitate to go very early. And here you want to go more towards the center to catch the Toad. Try to show it again. As you can see, I'm not very good at it, but you really want to get that diagonal. And then you'll go to grab the last Toad, who usually is more forgiving. Just want to a good time I press.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now we'll dash out of the Lucky 2 house. So in this room you'll want to do another clip to cross this small bit of water. This clip is quite easy to get out of bounds, however it can be quite tricky, and actually very hard to get it perfectly. So I'll try to showcase multiple versions of it. So first, if you're getting just Mario out of bounds, and then you're trying to clip Luigi and Paper Mario. So here you want to go in this corner after you clip Mario that you can clip just by being in the right spot and tapping a bit, and he will just get into the wall. Because here you rub Luigi in the top corner, go at the bottom and hope that Luigi goes out of bounds, and then do the same with Paper Mario. And hope that he can clip out of bounds too. Well, that was the slow way, and now I will try to show you the fast way. It failed. This setup of pressing left 3 times, up twice, left twice, and down 3 times works a bit better. Voila! Mario Luigi instantly clip, and Paper Mario here is in a very good position to clip too. Do not worry if you do not get it fast the first time, you rather go safe. Also here those loading zones extend quite far to the left, and if you're going on this spot you will crash the game, so take quite a wide path. Don't worry, those loading zones on the other side do not work, so just go straight to the next loading zone. Now here you have one of the hardest clips in the entire run. You want to lighten up here on this wall until Mario is as up as possible, but without sliding like this. Tension, the camera can indeed mess up, so just go back down here and try to position yourself. And then you want to tap left. Here you do not want Luigi to clip into Mario, you want him to be one step behind. Then tap up until Luigi, you can only see Luigi's back, and here you want to hold left for about a second until you really see you want to kind of to do that and wait and react, not anticipate but react to Luigi moving. Then here we hold down, and if Luigi is straight behind Mario, that means you done the first step very well, and you can just hold left and go inside the wall with Mario and Luigi. Here you can see that Paper Mario did not clip into the wall at all, and that's right, he's very unlikely to do it. You are extremely lucky if he does, and at that point just take the wide path around to this loading zone, or even here the shorter one, but where the collision can be a bit trickier to use. And congrats, you saved a lot of time, you'll probably have a gold split. But if you didn't, like most people, you want here to navigate out of bounds and try to disconnect Mario and Luigi from Paper Mario. To do that, you will constantly hold left and hold a bit up. Then here you want to hold left, hold up, and you see until you see Luigi clip into the wall like that. Be careful here too. I have here I'm trying to explain what I'm doing, but a lot of it is by feeling, by small adjustments. So please keep your attention on the input display on the bottom right corner of the screen of the video. Now you want to hold upright until you see only Mario's arm, not his glove, not a little bit of his hat, only his arm. then you want to press Y, and if Paper Mario falls off the platform like this, that means it's good, and that you disconnected Mario and Luigi from Paper Mario. However, if he does not touch the platform like this, that means you'd have to try again. And then do this little movement with the controller, and Mario and Luigi, you can see they are disconnected, and you can move more or less freely. However, they are not completely disconnected. Paper Mario can still drag Mario and Luigi towards them, so you want to take a pretty precise path out of bounds to avoid being dragged into the cutscene. The cutscene extends pretty much all of this all around here. So you want to go first by this gap. It isn't a real gap in the loading zone, but it is a good visual indicator. And then you want to either hold down right about here and then hold down, and you will kind of warp a bit, fall very quickly here. Or you want to follow a bit of path closer to inbound, and you want to be very conscious of not to get too close or not follow the trajectory that you're not comfortable with to not trigger the cutscene. And you want to go really by behind, because this rock you can get stuck inside it, and that's really not something that you want to happen. And voila, back into a cutscene. So now I will get back to talking. So after you finish this cutscene, you will meet Nabbit for the very first time, and you will roll towards him. There are quite a few enemies. They should be pretty easy to dodge, but you can always get trolled. At this point of the game, you are severely under-leveled with Mario Luigi level 2 and Paper Mario level 1. So the more later in the game, the more turns you'll have to wait and dodge in battles before you can escape. So you really want to go safe around them. Here you don't have to move. This cutscene will always make them jump to the same spot. And here we have another hard clip. At first a little platforming session, which if you have the dash shocks should be quite easy. However, if you don't, it might be quite tricky. You want to jump as late as possible and enjoy this late tutorial. Now, here is the spot we'll do another the clip, which is called the Nabbit Skip. So it happens at this spot in this end. Get Luigi behind Mario. And they quit. So what you should know that the setup of getting Luigi inside Mario, 2 up, 2 left, 2 down and 2 right is very common in the game. Like you see it all the time, so you should really get comfortable with it. For example, it's the same one that we did in Castle. You can also do it on the skip before the Papercraft Goomba skip. That we did the hardest in the game. So I really recommend to get comfortable with it. And here again, this is the second clip in the game when you can get lucky and have Paper Mario follow you inside the wall, which saves a lot of time, less than on the last clip, but still a lot of time. Voila. And now you can just run around, and you want to take this path here along the white border and go towards this loading zone, and you're good. However, there are not any consistent settings to get Paper Mario out of bounds, so we'll go with the slow way. And here they clipped. Now we will want to disconnect again Mario and Luigi from Paper Mario. So you hold down, have Paper Mario be on this ledge, and wow, here they clipped very easily. They disconnected quite easily, so I will do it again to showcase a more difficult case. Oops. I get a bit too lucky here. That's something you rather see in a run. The enemy here shouldn't bother you too much. Now to hold right and here and wiggle a bit up left. You do not want Paper Mario to drop, but you want to wiggle a bit up left and then down right. Voila. Then here you want to do not get them out of bounds, navigate here around this corner, like here, voila. And then you can walk downwards until Paper Mario falls down. And here you want to hold down left, and in this corner of this platform you want to hold left and have Paper Mario Luigi clip into the wall. So you want Paper Mario to fall, then go a bit here down left and clip Mario Luigi into the wall. And here you see that I clipped accidentally back in bounds to show you the example which goes too far, but that's fine. And at that point you're pretty much done with the clip. You cannot really fail it. Again, wow, this is extremely lucky too, because you can't really control. Wow, you can't really control Paper Mario's position. Voila, this is more realistic of a case. Being that lucky made me a bit uncomfortable. And here we go around this collision on this white border. The path out of bounds here is way more lenient than on the previous clip. You want basically to see here Mario's head at the bottom of the screen. Hold R and be ready to jump at the end to go into the loading zone. Voila. And we skipped a whole part of mini games. But we're still here chasing Nabbit. But don't worry, we'll soon reach the object that we made all those clips for, and which is the triple hammer ability, which we only need at one single point in the run. It is completely useless otherwise. Attention, you cannot, if you're in a run state and you're pressing A, you will not use your ability. You have first to slow to stop and then use your triple hammer and go back to running. And now we're going back, we are totally ignoring the story and we start to really break the game, because now even if we skipped a few things, we're still going the direction the game wants us to, but now we're completely breaking away from it. Attention, Jamie is still here. And now we'll go to this area that we dodged earlier. And here we'll perform one of the most broken glitches of the run, walk through walls, which allows us to walk through any walls even more freely than before. To do that, we'll first go here with Paper Mario only, and go towards this corner. Here you want to perform a pretty simple clip by tapping down, left, up, left, and you're out of bounds. Getting it very quickly can be a bit tricky, especially since the camera gets a bit farther away from you, but it shouldn't be quite too hard. And now we get out of here, and now that's where the thing gets broken, because here Mario Luigi gets stuck here, but we can still move Paper Mario, and we'll go down this loading zone. We'll save the game, and then we'll press the power button to close the game, press the home, and then reopen the game. That is about a second faster than just spamming the home button and then going back to normally. And also what you need to know is that the game saves very fast, so the moment you press A, you can already press the power button to close it. And now you may think that nothing changed, and we can indeed go back into the room. We'll go back towards the little fence. However, you can see that Mario and Luigi are gone. So now we'll go back in, outside, and now we're here, we're inside the wall. Attention, so now, if the moment you're moving, if you do not press X instantly, you won't be able to start dashing until you cross the next loading zone. So you want to instantly press X and run towards here with no Paper Mario. And now you can see we can move through walls and go to the loading zone. Attention, however, this is walk through walls, not walk through objects. You cannot walk through, for example, through ramps like this. You want to avoid them. You cannot move to blocks. You can move through enemies, and pretty much anything that creates a dialogue or a cutscene will block you. That wasn't exactly the best path to move around this room. You technically want to, when you get out of this room, to go up here and then hold only left and dodge the enemies. Attention also, since you don't have the walls to force you to go towards the loading zone, sometimes they may feel a bit small to you. Like it's very easy to go, past them. Not here. And also another data is that slopes don't work on us. As you can see here, I'm flying. And which means that we cannot trigger, for example, this loading zone. We're too high. So that means that when we get out of the room, we hold upright and trigger here this loading zone to the Gloomy Woods. go instantly back, and now we're at the right height. So when we go into the next room, there are multiple options. So look, if you're just running and going up, you will trigger a comment cutscene, which will first make you lose what was, and if I recall correctly, it will also crash your game. So you have two options. One, you to stop running and just hold right, or to, as you enter the cutscene, to hold down, tap X to jump quickly, and make a quick move around. So I will show it. And now you take this loading zone. And now you want to dodge a cutscene. In this room you want to dodge a cutscene to, well, to not to continue the glitch. So for that we'll want to go inside this tree, bomb tree, at this height, and then go around here in the loading zone. And now to proceed, there is a slope here and we can go up. So instead we'll go into the Lakitu house, talk with Lakitu here, use our walked walls, and continue the game more normally. But still not as normal as you would intend, since this cutscene is completely glitch. We complete in this boss, and instead we'll go here, interact with this route, talk to the out of bounds NPC, and say yes, we want to go to Mount Brrr. And now you have another cutscene. Well, now that we are getting out of the cutscene, we'll unlock the trio drill, another brother capacity here. Although we have completely skipped trio grab, which is a very powerful ability that we will get much later. Here instead we will instantly trio grab, dash through this cutscene. And now you have two options. One option is to dash here, dash through those rocks. You will finish this cutscene, and then you dash back under up to the older part of the room and leave it. However, there is a small time save that you can do by clipping here to the wall on this spot. But it doesn't save a lot of time. It can be a bit tricky, but I will still mention it in case you're interested. And here you can just run around. And we'll already leave Mount Brrr and go back to the Gloomy Woods. And now, if you didn't skip the end of the cutscene previously, here will be our last place to save for a while, because now we'll start to really mess the sequence of the game even further. So here we'll trigger this cutscene from previously, but yeah, from the wrong side, which, fun fact, can also mess a bit with your camera. As you can see here. However, if you're trying to dash instantly during the cutscene, you'll just crash. So you understand that you want to avoid it. So that crash happens because Mario is both jumping and trying to dash at the same time. He's having too many animations. So you want to wait until he stops here in order to start dashing towards this loading zone. And here you can see that we still have the fast forward from the cutscene. This is a glitch named Fast Forward Storage, in which allows us to move fast everywhere. And as you will see now, it can have some glitch behaviors. First, you don't see our inventory here. So if you want to switch power, you don't have to do it with the triggers. So here we'll arrive like this. Switch to field grab. Here, go in this spot. Hold up right and R. And I messed up a bit, but if you're in the right spot, you can simply cross across here like this. Voila. Which you shouldn't be able to do, but since you press holding R with all this speed, you're able to mess a bit with the game. And now here you want to line up with those two pieces of grass. Hold R, and then you will dash right, and instantly after you dashed you want to hold left. Voila. And now we are creeping completely out of bounds. So what happened is that we're getting right at the edge of we're jumping over a gap with our trio dash in the wall, our trio drill in the wall, and which clips us outside the map. And now here we want to dash a bit around. This arc of circle is very important. It's very easy to get stuck, and to use the loading zones here. And we're in the way earlier part of the map in the Gloomy Woods. It's normal to bonk a bit in the worlds here. It can be quite tricky to navigate with both dash speed and fast forward speed. Here we have another clip. You will go into this corner, run, then use your trio drill, dash upwards, and here wiggle a bit until you see a bit of Mario Luigi clipping into the wall here. We'll tap down once, get out, and now you will be clipped into the wall. I'll do it again. Clipped, tap down, A, and you're inside the wall. Here, go around the loading zone, which stretches a bit far here, as you can see. I think good to know is that when you're using the dash socks, it will reset you back to the jump state in case you're forgetting with the triggers on which ability you are. And now we'll navigate here into this loading zone. Go here on this little tiny spot. And go into a triple drill mode and flip here. It's quite easy, you just right up, left up, left down, left, and you're in. Voila. Then you want to go here, release the R trigger, because if you're having the speed you move too far. Tap right once, press A, here you can go back to holding R and you'll be out of bounds. Here go a lot around this trigger and come here, back into trigger drill, and now you want to go at the center, drill into this diagonal, and now instantly the drill back down. If you're at the right position here, you will, with fast forward, you will click into the ground. Then you will dash here, dash right twice, then dash once upright, and get into a cutscene. Now, pay attention. Now, at the end of the cutscene, you will still want to be into the dash state. So, if you're pressing A or B here, you will quit it. So, you only want to, at the end of the cutscene, you want to mash with Y and X, but not with A and B. So, here we lost fast forward because we went into a cutscene, but you are here still flying into the wall, technically from back there. So you will dash to the right twice, and now we can get out of this state and go around the cutscene. And here you have to do a little jump to get back into the loading zone. And now you may ask, hey, you are right here, okay, now we have true drill, but is it that useful? It was really useful in that area, but we can totally skip here. And that's not totally true, because now the game thinks that we're way later into the game that we actually are. And first we have Trio Drill, and now after going to the boot section, the game also thinks that we have Trio Grab that we completely skipped, because it was further in the desert. And having Trio Grab here means that when you talk to Lucky here, we unlock way more missions. And the mission which we are interested by is this one, Paper Toad Freeze Out, which is the second from the bottom, and we will go now right into this Toad Rescue mission. And here it's the second or the first hardest skip of the run, which you have to do twice in a row, and that is to clip out of bounds here. So the nice point with this clip is that compared to the Papercraft Goomba skip, which was very precise, here you have a lot more video, a lot more display of your intuition to know at which point you can clip out of bounds, even if you don't follow the setup perfectly. But ideally, you will line up all three Mario Brothers here, tap down 3 times, left 3 times, right 3 times, left 3 times, now hold down and they should click, and as you can see I messed up. So you want to be very constant on for how long you tap. Here this was perfect, and I know that just because I've seen Mario, Luigi and Paper Mario clip one of the other for hundreds of times. and now this is good, and they're all out of bounds. So there's a lot of nuance to this clip. As you can see, the idea is to drag them around, but if you recognize the position, here you can see I tapped totally randomly at first, and I still managed to clip because at the end I was in a similar position. Here it works too. So the idea is to recognize. Here are Luigi and Paper Mario far enough to the right. No, they aren't, so I need to tap a bit more, drag them around. Here I tap too much, I want to drag, but here I'm getting out of the pole, so this probably won't work. Yeah, I got pushed outwards or upwards. Here I went too far, clearly with Mario, but I can try to back up it, and as you can see, there is a possibility for it to work. You really need to practice this clip a lot until knowing when it will work, having a feeling that when you can back up it becomes second nature. But here this position was very similar to the previous ones, yet it still did not clip. So if you can stick with the setup of 3, 3, 3, 3, it is the best. But as you can see, it's very easy to tap a bit too much. Here I'm feeling it a lot, I'm not just doing it for the practice. I mean just for to show it. It's really hard. Now you want to go around this ramp to not clip inbounds. And also here, if you're too close to the edge, to this edge, there's a small part where you can be completely stuck. Of course, if you're completely stuck, you can just quit the mission and go back, but that loses obviously out of time. However, you can be pretty close to those houses without clipping inbounds. And here you want to go into the Akito house, but from behind. And now we are and now we have a glitch named install battle glitch. So what happened? Here we aren't in a paper toad mission anymore. You can see there's no more counter. However, there's still the info tag here. And so the game believes that we're still in the paper toad rescue minigame. And thing is, in that minigame, you have some enemy battles. However, they act a bit differently, and you will see soon enough what that means for the game. But now what you must know is that you can have to do this clip again. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for myself too, because it's not the most pleasant part of the run. And I personally consider myself quite good at this clip. This time we will go around this platform, and here on those snow mountains things, there are some invisible platforms that want to dodge. So you will not see them because I do not want to land on them, but know that I'm pretty much as close as possible. Now you go here, and you allow this not area. However, when you go back here, now you were running, go back here, and now you don't want to continue running, you want to go slowly to release the run button, the dash socks, and go back slowly. What that will do is that it will make that enemies don't spawn in the next area, and then it will make some clips way easier. So now here we go here, we use field drill, and again we have this combination of fast forward that we got from this cutscenes that I passed maybe a bit quickly over, but this combination of fast forward and field drill, which as you know is quite powerful because you now are in the wall. Then here you want to go behind this platform, look at the title screen, you want to go behind this light blue part, here to the right, and here you want to go to the top loading zone. However, in order to do that, we'll hold it down, and that will upwarp us here. And here you can see that I messed up. Yeah, I think I ran too much. So you really want to walk during those loading zones in order to despawn those enemies. I didn't pay enough attention to that. It's fine, it won't end your run, but those enemies are way over your level, so it will be very hard to flee from them. And here is the only place we need the trigger hammer for. Those two switches. And the thing is, we can keep behind this gate that, as you can see, we are trying to activate. We can clip behind it, but we suddenly crash into the next cutscene. Here we go against this wall, use steel drill, and then dash to the right, straight to the right, until the game gets confused, tries to make us dash into this wooden platform. Here we'll go up here. We want to be on top of this ledge. Try to show it more like here. Yeah, you see there's quite a ledge, so a border, a rail to the platform. And here we either press tap down or tap left, and then press A. And the goal is to have the brothers unclip over the void so that they're still in the air. And now we can just go here, cutting those areas. And we use trigger hammer again. Be careful to this very part of the platform. There's an invisible wall, so we want to really take a bit more space. And now you finally see what how the insta battle glitch really works. I mean, the name pretty much sells it. So, in the Papercraft rescue missions, when you lose the battle, you do not have the game over screen, but instead a screen which asks you to restart the mission. However, if you are bringing that menu into a normal encounter by clicking out of bounds in that mission, that menu will kinda glitch the regular death menu, and as you will see soon, game over here, and tell the game to return to the title screen without saving. The game will actually think that we won the battle, and it will also unload all the map sprites. Only the objects will still be shown, and that's what happens. So winning automatically like this is mainly after you want to get any XP, not to get any objects, but you will still trigger the cutscene afterwards. And if you do that on a regular battle, you will get out of it at 1 HP, and you will not see anything. So you want to at that moment to spam start to go into your menu, go back, and you will be able to see only the objects. But we will mainly use this to skip the boss battles, as we're severely under leveled here. And now we're moving towards the last area of the game. And now we want to prepare for a glitch that we'll do later on, and for that we'll go into a few loading zones here, and all of that is to trigger those cutscenes which may mess with some of our glitches later on. And here, hammer this switch. You can do it later, but it doesn't really matter. It's convenient to do it now. As you can see here, the loading zone doesn't proc even though I'm on top of it if I'm jumping. So jumping into a loading zone is usually we lose time. Here it doesn't, because it allows us to have the dash socks. And now we'll go out of the last area. We're done. Everything is good. And now we'll want to regain our save menu. But you might have noticed something a little bit sus, and is that after the King Bob-omb battle that we won, he automatically gave us all our abilities, including the trio grab. However, the trio plane, which is here at the bottom, is a bit glitched, and that's what we want to recover right now too. So for that we'll go into this pipe to this area that you might remember. Into this pipe. And here we will train with the Toad Trail that we just unlocked. However, we are very bad at the game, so we will instantly lose. Then save the game and restart the game. And that will allow us to have our save menu back, even though we are in a Toad mission. As you can see, we have it back, and the trio plane is unlocked. Of course, it's not optimal to use it here. Just want to run. And now we're ready to go toward the last section. And now we'll do one of the glitches we had. It isn't very hard, but it can lose you a lot of time. So first step. Here you have this cutscene, and you'll say where you can say no, and you will trigger around this area, as you can see here. However, if you hold up just after the cutscene and release soon enough, you can be here inside the trigger. But since we just ended the cutscene, we will not automatically go back into it, even though we're in the right area. So if you hold up here and release, we can be here into the trigger without having the cutscene. I'm feeling like I'm repeating itself, it's 3 AM. So here we will select Trio Drill, save, and reload the game. Now what you will want to do is, first you want to hold R instantly, because we will be into the cutscene. You can go here inside the loading zone, it doesn't work during the cutscene. And here you do not want to be on the metallic part, you can see it on the minimap, that's what you should be looking at the minimap. You should be over yes, on the snow part, and now use trio drill to go inside the ground. As you can see, there's been a little bit of shake up with the sound effect. And now you use Y and X to confirm this text box without exiting the trio drill with A and B. So know that if you just hold down at that moment, you'll be over the elevator, which the lift which brought you to the Himbo Bomb area. So at that point you can trio drill into it, so you have to go on the side. And here now you're still into the trio drill and over the paper toad road that brought us here. So you want to get out of it, then hold up until they fall. And now we're good. Look, we are again into the trigger to go back down here in this case to descend from this area. However, since we triggered it in such a weird way by falling onto it, that the cutscene did not start. So here we will save and reload the game again. And now we are getting to the part where you can lose a lot of time. We are now blind. We can only look at the bottom screen. And we want to press, we first confirm here, yes, we want to go back down. And then we want to close this text box the moment we're going into the next room. So where is the loading zone does really start? Because if you are telling you that the loading zone is all this red part, this yellow part, that isn't the case. It's on this blue part. So it doesn't really look, attention here. I released R, and if I press it again, it will trigger the cutscene. So I have to go slowly. But it does running, dashing, having fast forward does not make the trick much harder. It's a question of timing, and also having the sound cue will help you a lot. So now if you get it off, if you get it correctly, you'd hear the sound effect of Mario jumping getting cut off. Here was too late. I'll do it again. I'm not used to doing it with a fast forward. So really want to trigger it at that moment. And now, because I was dashing, I got a pretty rare glitch where I didn't move through the loading zone. I mean, I loaded the next area, but it didn't move me with it. So ideally, we just want to have fast forward and to not dash. So even though it worked right now, I will do it, I hope, one last time. It's fine if you get the glitch in a run, you will only lose just a bit of time. Then show with some angle. You can have this spam here, but it's not worth trying to press A, you may accidentally press no. So just wait here, chill, you want to get it, first try. So you want to be chill with this, not try to go too fast. There's some setups where the cursor here, I try to show it, will glitch out a bit. Here, you want to take your time, you just press yes. And time your input. And now you got walk through walls here, and fast forward at the same time. And you can walk over the void. And since we triggered the cutscenes earlier, we are not stopped by them. Here you will dash, and on this platform, release the dash, release the button R, press L to go on the hammer, and press A to trigger it and go back into fast forward. So one thing to know is that if you're using the hammer during fast forward, it will go through everything else. And now you can see that I do not trigger the loading zone here. And that's because I'm slightly too high. And and that's where we lose the most powerful triple brother ability in the game, Trio Grab. By using it here, it will actually put us as ground level, and it works pretty much everywhere in the game. So here you can see, if you're having fast forward, the hammer will not work. So you want to release it for a bit and then press it again to fast forward the cutscene. Now we go here. We use Trio Grab again. And press the switch. And as you can see, it goes way faster with walk through walls and fast forward. And now you can see that you can also upward with Trio Grab. And now we'll go up with it. So attention, here you want to upward with Trio Grab, because since you have walk through walls, you cannot go through those slopes, and especially since they have a cutscene. However, if you are just standing still and use your Trio Grab, here you get stuck into the ground and you will completely soft lock. So you want to be with fast forward, slowly walk, because if not, if you're running, you cannot use Trio Brother abilities, and then just press A and you upward correctly. Now here we go through this wall here, up to this border, and skip this cutscene here, and complete all these minigames with this bridge, and go on this elevator. And voilà, you have skipped 100% of this dungeon, and we only have the bosses left. However, as you can see here, we have the save button, so we cannot completely we cannot have use install battle glitch instantly to skip them, and that's what we work towards now. So after you go to this elevator, you go directly back down. The game has already set an internal flag to know that you skip some things, and as you can see here, the bridge is already here. However, it does not have any collision, so you want to fly over it. Be aware that now this didn't work, but when we fast forward and trio plane, it will sometimes go way over where it should be, where it should go. And now we want to go on the loading zone down there. However, those enemies are very rough for any player, because since we are level 2, we don't have any speed. So the enemies take like 15 turns that you have to dodge before you can flee, so we really don't want to touch them. And since with our fast forward and with the dash socks, it's very easy to get touched. So either you try to go slowly here, but you get fucked like this. So after that fail, here's how I recommend you to cross this room. Here you can just run. And now be very careful to the enemies here. And we're getting back down in search for the install battle glitch. So now for the first in the battle glitch, we'll go here on to the North Gloomy Woods. And here to select the right mission, you tap up, and then the choice at the top, Flyby. Now here you want to run while avoiding those enemies. You want to select Trio Grab and get onto the corner of the rock, and now discover another incredible power of the Trio Grab is that it makes you as having only one collision, and if you remember how easy it is to clip with only Mario, well, it's the same scenario here. You just clip out of bounds. Go here to leave them someplace, and then go out of it. And now you dash here. You do not want to go over this bridge here. This one with the spikes. It will mess you up. And you can get stuck on it very easily. Now we get back, we have installed battle glitch, as you can see. On this platform, you use the plane to cross over this. Select the hammer and trio hammer this again. And before you say that this is another use of the hero hammer, there's a way to skip this part. It's just a bit slower. You can clip out of bounds in that form. And we'll go back to Mount Brrr. Here we'll go to there normally. However, normally is only as normal as speedrunners are willing to do, because the bridge still isn't here. So you want to go here on the gap and trio plane over it. However, as we do not have the fast forward here, you have just to go as low as possible with trio plane before going back up. Too late. So you want to go really down on the first one, and then on the second one, as soon as Mario is completely under the bridge, you want to press Y. Too late. It's hard because I do not have the audio compared to you. You really do not want to play without the audio for this. And at the end, we want to press A to get a little boost, and if you did it perfectly, you have, well, pretty well, you have all of them across the gap. However, if Paper Mario Luigi fall into the lasers, as long as Mario touches, it's fine, you will respawn on this side of the room. Now, cutscenes. And boss battle. I wonder how hard it will be. Oops. and for some reason there are Kamek sprites stuck on the top right corner of the screen. Okay, and now technically we have Insta Battle Glitch and we have access to the last bosses of the game. However, because the third mission that we used to get Insta Battle Glitch had a timer, going into most of the using Insta Battle Glitch on most of the battles in the game will actually completely crash it, so it will sadly won't work, and we cannot use any other third mission either. So we'll have to go on the info button, quit, and return to our previous location to find another mission to get Insta Battle Glitch from. So we'll talk to Lucky 2 again. And now we'll go into Tropical Paper Thought Hunt. And clip out of bounds here with Trio Grab. So we will go at this spot on defense. Trio Grab. Keep inside the fence, and here there are multiple ways to clip, but the one I recommend is to be here and try to get in a bit into the wall, and then press Y to dash downwards like you do like this, but towards the upper part of the wall, if that's comprehensible. Voila. It isn't very clear, and it can be quite a messy clip to get first try. Voila. Here you can get out of it and dash towards the loading zone. Here you dash down and then simply jump and go back to the pipe that we just unlocked. And now we are ready for the final section of the game, but almost, because as you can see we are using Insta Battle Glitch, so you want to die. However, in the boss trail, the first enemies aren't the strongest ones, so we actually want to lose some HP on those enemies which are stronger before going into that. There are multiple ways to lose HP here. This attack is the fastest. There is some RNG on, you should die fast enough here. And now, well, as we will soon see, we're completely in the dark here. So you can press start. Oops. The other battle started. Normally that won't happen in a run, don't worry. I mean, this quarter is fine to die another time. It just shows the slower RNG version. And as you can see, the enemies are pretty fast, so we won't get our shot at fleeing, even if you wanted. Voila. So now I'll press start to show you what happens, but you don't have to do it in a run. So you see we're here in this battle, and here is the gate. So you want to know where you are, memorize, and then simply dash blindly towards this loading zone. And here are the final section of the game, which is a complete RNG fiesta or shit show compared depending on how lucky of a person you are. So this, for example, is slow RNG because he can, that Koopa can kill both Mario and Luigi at the same time. Like in this way.
Mamma mia!
And now Paper Mario gets a turn. He waves it as quickly as possible. And now we die. And this is the end of the game. Is a boss rush, so we'll only do this.
Here we go!
And I hope that the enemies kill us as fast as they can. For example, this isn't ideal. You rather have
Luigi!
them throw shurikens on you to kill all the other party members. And you cannot control anything, you can lose a lot of time, win a lot of time. For example, if he did this attack first, it would have been faster. Don't forget there are some small cutscenes in between.
Here we go!
For example, in this battle you can get your whole team wiped in one turn if you're lucky.
Luigi!
But here the enemy still want to target only one of my party members. So as you can see, at the very start of the cutscene I did not have R pressed. I'll try to show you again next time. But if you keep holding R during all of these fights, when you exit the fight you lose the fast forward, so you want to release it for a bit and then press it during the fade out. And in case you wonder, this is the water NG. You want to get this attack on the first turn.
Mamma mia!
So now I start holding R, return to title screen. Now you see I don't fast forward. I need to press it back again, which isn't ideal. But at least after this fight the RNG is over. And we finally get a good RNG. So this is literally perfect.
Mamma mia!
And you can see that it already went better than any other fight so far. And now we finally meet the Koopalings, which will do us a pleasure of killing us quickly. So we can put technically a split just before here, and you will instantly know if you PB or not. At this point the run is technically over. We're just continuing for not the fun of it, but to reach the credits. And now this is the moment where every speedrunner remembers that there are actually cards in this game. However, thankfully Morton trying to mess up with them does not crash the game even if you haven't unlocked them yet. Hooray, we're dead. And now we go towards this platform, and we still have the dash from the specific Toad rescue mission that we have selected, so use it to gain a bit of time. And yeah, they kind of go overkill over us.
Whoa.
And the timing for the run ends when you're touching, when the screen fades to black at the end of this cutscene. Time. And so this is the speedrun of Mario Luigi Paper Jam. I hope this video has helped you and clarified some of the questions you may have about the run. Again, if you are thinking that you still don't understand, on the Mario and Luigi speedrun Discord, we're really happy to help you with this. I also recommend watching the world record videos. They are a great example to learning the run, seeing how they optimize things. Thank you for watching, and good luck and have fun with your runs.